This is a quick look at 4449999.com. While there's a lot I could say about the design, I want to keep this video strictly about ranking penalties, fines, lawsuits, and loss of revenue due to bad code. 4449999.com's first content paint is in 2.6 seconds. However, to avoid Google limiting how often and how deep they spider the site, it should be in under a second. This slow first content paint is going to make it more difficult for Google to find and rank the web pages. And to make matters worse, it's not fully loaded until 4 seconds. And Google penalizes sites that take over 2.5 seconds to fully load. And the reason they do this is because when Google studied their ad network, they found that if a site takes more than 3 seconds to load, it will lose 53% of its traffic. So this site is losing traffic, bleeding over half its conversions, getting a ranking penalty, less spiders that spend less time on the site, not going as deep, all because of bad code. And this isn't even an ADA compliant website. That's the Americans with Disability Act, ADA, and that can lead to government fines starting at $50,000 per incident. So if you think $10,000 for a new design is expensive, wait till the lawsuits and fines hit the hundreds of thousands of dollars. And in addition to that, you're turning away millions of people with disabilities. If you're a developer and someone asks you what makes good code, you have to say the quality of the code. And the way you establish the quality of the code is that it meets all the standards and is error-free. The way you check to see if the code is error-free is by validating it. If you don't validate the code, how can you be sure that you didn't forget to close a tag? This site is full of errors, any one of which could prevent the search engines from being able to spider the site or prevent it from working correctly in a device, which makes the code non-compliant. The problem with bad code is it goes beyond just costing the business money. It can jeopardize the very livelihood of the business. Attorneys invest good money in websites that suffer from loading issues, aren't ADA compliant, and don't have valid code. Bad code can put the entire law firm at risk. So web developers should put doing the job correctly over finishing quickly. Otherwise, attorneys that rely on web developers like the one that designed this site could face unforeseen fines and lawsuits.